Hi guys, Emma from Yellow Brick Roads here, helping you build your confidence whilst I am building my own. I am hands-free, which is great. I've bought myself a little tripod and I bought myself this little microphone because I noticed on a couple of videos that I did week before last that the sound wasn't very good. So I feel quite professional sat here today, and I wanted to talk today about confidence and arrogance. I was chatting to a friend yesterday, the day before, and she'd done something and she'd done it really well and I can't think what it was, and I said, oh my god, that's amazing. And she was like, yeah, but I don't want to, I don't want to be seen as being too cocky if I say that I've done it. And it made me think about it, and I thought, how many of us don't big ourselves up because we fear how other people will see us? So we hold ourselves back from becoming more confident because we're worrying about other people's opinions of us if we act in that particular way, or if we do praise ourselves. There's so many of us that do that. So I've made some notes on it. I put a quote out yesterday, and the quote said, be proud of who you are and not ashamed of how others see you. Which is so true, because as we know, we worry about what other people think of us, but those people are worrying about what other people think of them. So it really doesn't matter. None of us are really that important, and it really doesn't matter. Everybody's thinking the same thoughts. But we all worry about other people's opinions of us from time to time, and some of us, as we know, that can lead, some of us more so than others, which leads to anxiety and stress. But if you really think about that for a minute, I've put here the fear of coming across as being arrogant is one of the biggest reasons that people do not allow themselves to become really confident. So the fear of coming across as being too cocky or too sure of yourself is one of the biggest reasons you're probably lacking in confidence, because you don't allow yourself to become really confident because of that, which seems a bit ridiculous, really. So we end up hiding behind this persona of ourselves, not pushing past our goals and not pushing ourselves, fearing that other people are going to think horrible things about us. So I've put, you should be really proud of your achievements, however big or small they are. I get from time to time that you don't want to blow your own trumpet because you don't want to be seen as being arrogant. But there's a way that you can be confident without being arrogant, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And I've put, confidence as a whole, it doesn't. Confidence, I think, is about self-belief. It's about self-worth. A lot of people think that people with materialistic things, be it money or car or big house or whatever, a lot of people think that those people are hugely confident, but actually that's not the case. I've put here, confidence doesn't come with money, nice clothes or fast cars as much as you may think it does. There are a lot of rich, unhappy people in the world that have low confidence and low belief in themselves. Truth confidence is about self-worth, it's about self-belief, and it's about trying new things and really pushing past what feels comfortable to you. This is where confidence grows, and this is where life starts to blossom. So having confidence is one of the best possible traits that you can have, and building on it is one of the best things that you can possibly do, because it's really going to make you try new things, and you're going to make mistakes, but it's going to push you outside of that place that feels comfortable. And when you do that, when you push yourself outside of that place, your confidence grows, because you give yourself a pat on the back for trying something different. It does feel really uncomfortable, but it's so good to do it. So how can we grow and build our confidence without coming across as being arrogant? There's a couple of things that you can start doing today that are going to help you do that. So the first thing I put here is start being kinder to yourself. Give yourself credit where credit is due. Take care of yourself. Don't be afraid to say no to doing things that you don't want to do. It's okay to be nice to yourself. So many of us beat ourselves up. We put every single person out there before us, before ourselves. We don't give ourselves time. We don't give ourselves, enough attention. And I think we all need to start doing that. I've put, don't be afraid to say no. I put, it's okay to be nice to yourself, to learn and to grow. Protect your own energy. Don't beat yourself up if things are not okay. It's okay for things to sometimes not be okay. We're never positive all of the time. We can't have positive thoughts all of the time. It's a balance. There are positive, there are negative. It's where you align your attention, and it's trying to align your attention to the positive stuff rather than the negative stuff. But it comes hand in hand. The good comes with the bad, you know, the rough comes with the smooth. It all comes hand in hand. I put another thing that you can do is choose your words wisely. So there's a guy called Rohn who I follow. He's obviously died a long time ago, but I've listened and watched so many of his trainings, and he says, stand guard to the door of your own mind, because the way that you talk to yourself is the way that you believe you are. So there's so many times if I'm out and about, or something comes in, or I get frustrated about something, or I get angry about something, I try and imagine, and I have said this before, like I've got a little person standing at the door, you know, in my head, that's not going to allow that situation or that thought or that feeling to get to me. Because as soon as it does, it starts to spiral. As soon as I start feeling negative or I start panicking about something, it seems to just get worse and worse and worse, because all these other things seem to attach itself to it, because I'm in that mindset. So if you can try and stand guard at the door to your mind and not allow that to come in, it's a really good thing to be able to do. It doesn't happen all the time, but it really does help. So I've put, choose the words you speak to yourself really wisely. Stand guard at the door of your mind. You are always listening to what you're thinking. The more you beat yourself up, the more anxiety and stress you will feel, and confidence takes a huge nosedive when you do that. And then I've put, and how do we become confident without being arrogant? And there's one key thing that you can be. When people may see you as being confident, you may not feel it as much so, but you don't want to be seen as being arrogant. And that's nurture humbleness. You need to learn how to become or be more humble, or be humble. I've put here, we are all the same. No one is any better of any, you know, no one's better than anyone else, regardless of what they've got. The material things can be taken away in a blink of an eye, and we are all the same, and we're all fighting our own battles. And I think it's nice to be aware of that, and be humble enough to be teachable, that you can learn new things, that you don't know it all. I've put, a great way to practice humbleness is to have gratitude. One thing that I do, I have a gratitude journal, and I write down 3 things every day that I'm grateful for. And then in the evening, I actually write down 3 things that have happened that day that have put a smile on my face. So I'm just reflecting on my life, and you know, the good things in my life. One great way of recording any gratitude is to do 3 things, but be thinking about something that you're grateful for in the present, something that you were grateful for in the past, and something that you are going to be grateful for in the future. That's a great way to think about it. But yeah, always be teachable. No one knows everything. There's always more to learn. And I think if you've got that mindset, you don't come across as being so arrogant, because you're open to everybody's opinion, and you're open to listen to everybody. You're a lot more open-minded than closed, and you're not so single-minded. So I hope that's helped some of you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching back on YouTube and you like the content, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Take care, and I'll see you next week. See you later.